Hey, welcome. I'm Jennifer Randall Young, and if you found this show, chances are you've been Googling things at 2 a.m. that you can't say out loud to anyone else. This is The Life with an Alcoholic, a show for the woman who's been holding everything together while somebody she loves is falling apart. We don't talk about the alcoholic here, we talk about you. I'm going to give you real tools, honest conversations, and frameworks that you can actually use, whether you're staying, leaving, or just trying to remember who you were before all of this. Let's get into today's episode. There's a version of being married to an alcoholic that nobody talks about. It is not the bottle hidden in the garage. It's not the lie about where he was on Saturday. And it's not even the night you found him on the floor. It is the morning you looked in the mirror and you did not recognize the woman looking back at you. You used to be the friend who picked up the phone on the second ring. You used to be the one who said yes to the work trip without asking permission from your own anxiety. You used to laugh easily. You used to make plans for the weekend without checking in on which version of him was going to be showing up. And somewhere in the years of all of this, you went quiet. Not all at once, but one layer at a time. And if you are watching this right now, your hands are tight and maybe you are nodding without meaning to. This video is for you. Hello, I'm Jennifer, and this is The Life With. I do not talk about him on this channel. I talk about you. I talk about the woman who is somehow still functioning while she is also disappearing. I was you. And in the next 10 minutes, I want to do 4 things. I want to name what is actually happening to you because nobody else is going to. I want to tell you why it does not matter how much you have read about alcoholism. I want to give you the reframe that finally made me stop trying to fix him. And I want to tell you the one next step that actually moved the needle for me, and it definitely can for you too. If you want a faster version of this conversation, I built a free reality check assessment that walks you through where you actually are in this. The link is in the description and it takes about 6 minutes. I'll remind you again about it later, but for now, just stay with me. This is the thing that no one prepares you for when you marry an alcoholic, that he is not the only person changing. You are too. He's changing in ways that are super loud. The drinking is louder, the lies are louder, the relapses, if you are in that phase, are louder. Those changes all get the attention because they are super visible. But you are changing in ways that are really quiet. You are becoming somebody who checks the recycling bin before you probably check your email. You become someone who can tell from the way the front door closes whether it's going to be a good night or a bad night. You become someone who has a backup plan for probably every plan. You become somebody who flinches at maybe the sound of ice in a glass. That is not your anxiety. That's just hypervigilance. And that's a nervous system that has been doing a job that it was probably never meant to do, and it's been doing it for years. And the only reason that you do not notice that it's doing it is because you have nothing to compare it to anymore. You forgot what your shoulders feel like when they are not up by your ears all the time. And you forgot what it's like to come home to a house and not scan it. And you forgot what it's like to make a plan and not have a contingency. You forgot what it is like to have a thought that is not about him. And I want to say the thing that took me 8 years to say out loud. The grief that you are feeling is not about him. The grief that you are feeling is about you. You are grieving for the woman that you were before you met him. That woman was probably loud. She was funny. That woman had opinions about restaurants and travel and movies. And that woman had hobbies. That woman was one of her friends. She was the one that had friends. And they called her when they needed someone to laugh and joke. But she is not gone. And I want you to hear me, she's really not gone. She is probably buried under a job called survival mode. And she has been doing that survival job
for so long that she forgot she had another one. The reason that you have not been able to name this is because you're just exhausted, like really exhausted. And when you are this exhausted, the brain does the only thing it knows how to do. It narrows and it picks one job. And the job it picked for you is keeping this household alive. The job it picked for you is keeping the kids stable. And the job it picked for you is making sure the next thing that happens is not the worst thing. You did not pick survival mode. Survival mode picked you. And the reason it feels permanent is because nobody around you is interrupting it. Your friends don't know what to say. Your family wants the old you back, but does not know how to ask. And maybe your therapist might be good, but might not be trained on this specifically. The internet keeps telling you to set boundaries, which is easier said than done. You did not earn this exhaustion by being weak. You earned it by being capable. The strongest women I know are the ones who got stuck the longest because they were the most capable of carrying it. Take that in for a second. The reason you cannot find yourself in this is not because you failed at being a wife or a partner. It's because you succeeded at being the only adult in the house for years, and that job ate at the woman that you were. If anything in the last 5 minutes made you sit up straighter, I want you to go take the reality check assessment in this description. It's free, it takes 6 minutes, and it will tell you in plain language where you actually are in this process. Not where you think you are, not where your husband or partner thinks you are, where you are. That clarity changes everything. Pause this now, go take it, and then come back. Here is the sentence that finally changed my life. Ready? The question is not, how do I make him stop drinking? The question is, how do I stop losing myself while this is happening? That's the entire shift. The question is not, how do I make him stop drinking? The question is, how do I stop losing myself while this is happening? The minute I moved my attention from him to me, 3 things happened. 1, I stopped feeling like a failure every day because for the first time in years, the project I was working on was something I could actually move. You cannot move him, but you can move you. 2, I started having opinions again, small ones at first, whether I wanted coffee, whether I wanted to take a different route, whether I wanted to wear green or gray, whether I wanted to go to a restaurant or not. You think they're small until you realize you have not had an opinion in probably 3 years that was not about him. And 3, I stopped explaining him to everyone. I stopped narrating his drinking, his behavior, his moods, his last week. I did not have to defend him. I did not have to defend me. I stopped being his press secretary. The amount of energy that came back when I stopped doing his PR was the loudest thing in my life for about 6 months. That is what the reframe gives you. Not a divorce, not a marriage manual, not a way to fix him. It gives you back your own attention. Your attention is the most valuable thing you have. You have been spending it on him for years. The reframe is not leave him. The reframe is not stop giving him every dollar in your attention bank. That's what the reframe is. Give it to yourself. If you've got this far, I want to give you one thing to do today. Not a list, just one thing. Tonight before you go to bed, I want you to write down 3 things on a piece of paper. 1, one thing that you used to love that you have not done in over a year. 2, one thing you are tired of pretending is fine. And 3, one person in your life you have not been honest with about what is actually happening. And that's it. Don't solve them. Don't fix them. Don't text anyone. Don't call anyone. Write them down. Fold the paper. Put it somewhere you will see tomorrow. That tiny act of telling yourself the truth on a piece of paper is the first move of someone who's coming back to herself. It doesn't look like much. It's not supposed to. The big moves will come later. They came later for me, and they will come later for you too. But they don't have to start until you do just one small, tiny one. If you want help figuring out where you actually are before you write those 3 things, take the free reality check assessment. It really does do that for you. The link is in the description. Comment the word clarity somewhere below this video and I will reply with the link directly. I made this channel because there was a version of me 8 years ago who woke up at 2 a.m. Googling functional alcoholic spouse. And what I actually needed was for one person to say my name, not give me advice. Just say my name and tell me I was not crazy. So if that's you tonight, you are not crazy. You are not weak. You are not the one broken in this marriage or partnership. You are the one who has been holding it together with probably your bare hands while everyone told you just try harder. Hang in there. You do not have to try harder. If this video names something that you have not been able to say out loud, just comment below and I will know to keep making them. If you are new here, hit subscribe. I post a new video every Tuesday for the woman who the rest of the internet forgot. I'll see you in the comments and I'll see you next Tuesday.
That's a wrap on today's episode, and I hope something in there gave you a little more clarity or at least reminded you that you are not alone in this. If you're ready to go deeper, I want you to head over to thelifewith.com. That's where you'll find the app and everything you need to start reclaiming your life on your own timeline. And if this show has helped you, share it with somebody who needs it, because the woman who needs this most probably doesn't even know this show exists yet. I'll see you next Tuesday. Take care of yourself first.